Chapter 4, Idea Processing of the Army Idea Excellent Program, Army Regulation 517. Chapter 4, Idea Processing. 4.1, Disposition Ideas. In all cases which submission qualifies as an idea, there will be a prompt evaluation disposition. If the evaluation of the FP can make a final disposition, there must be adoption, non-adoption, approval for the testing. In the case of adoption, benefits determination should be made. Any award due to less than $10,000 should be paid promptly. If the FP cannot make the final disposition of the idea, he or she should submit the views, recommendations with the idea to the PC and forward to the next level of authority. 4.2, Idea Submission. All Army Idea Excellent proposals must be submitted to the DA form, on a DA Form 1045, the installation of the DRM-PC. For valid submission, the suggester must sign and date the form. In the case of the group of the idea, all participation must sign. One needs to be basic submission, the others attached thereto. The principal signer is designated as the primary contact. I guess that's what PC means. So it's reasonable keeping all co-suggestors informed of the activities affecting suggestion. As soon as possible, the suggester makes the submission to the point of contact. Primary contact will following the steps. Assign the Army Idea Excellent proposal or program number entering the Block 3 of the DA Form 1045. Sign and date acknowledgement of the receipt, Block 4, DA Form 1045. 3. Notify the suggester of the receipt of the and of the idea number. Suggestion will be the status of in the Army Idea Excellent program as the date of the acknowledgement of the receipt of the DA Form 1045. 4.3. Idea. All eligible ideas will be processed by the IDX automated system where available. 4.4. Contingency processing. War or more limited emergency. Failure of the IDX automated system will cause change in processing such that the following the guidelines will apply to the greatest extent in the possibility processing procedures have in wartime emergency conditions with parallel there during the peace. However, an Army Idea Excellent proposal operation must be suspended and curtailed while immediately needs are met and necessary thereafter. In the event of failure of the communication of the IDX automated system, a manual idea system will be instituted. On the same rules, routine patterns will be followed as the automated system. 4.5. Additional information requests. Suggestors can be requested to provide additional information to the PC evaluator if the idea is incomplete. Help prepare the draft document needed to secure the approval of the idea. However, if the suggester fails to respond within 60 days to the requested information of the PC FP, the idea will be evaluated without the requested information disposition made. Idea language. All ideas will be submitted and processed in the English. Assistance with available will be provided thoroughly supervised in technical channels if English is not a native language of the suggester. 4.7. Denial authority. Installation intermediate major command levels. Authority disapprove the idea resides with the commander. The authority must be delegated with the major commanders of the chief of staff of the garrison commander at the installation level. This applies the initial evaluation resulting in the previously approved test. B. If the disapproval is on the basis that the idea is already in use under the consideration, however, the level of authority is not necessary. However, such a disposition must be documented as a fully possible available previous idea. Other sources of the idea will be provided with the evaluation. Mere association with the idea is already familiar with non-sufficient justification non-adoption. For ideas sent to the headquarters of the Department of the Army consideration, only general officers or SES members will be expertise in subject matter making recommended denial. All ideas formed to the Director of Management policy issues forward to the Functional Secretariat principal official of the denial decision. The Army staff of the Assistant Army Secretary of the Army Installation Logistic Environment exercises final denial authority of all policies ideas referred to the resolution. Request the reconsideration approval of the forward of the Director of Management, who will coordinate the correct headquarters of the Department of Army proponent. The headquarters of the Department of Army active will coordinate evaluations of the appropriate policy proponents with other pertinent officials. The Army Secretary Assistant of the installation level installation and logistics environment will forward the request for the Office of Secretary of Defense other government or agency approval. 4.9 Determination of an idea eligibility. The installation of the primary contact will determine the suggester of the cash reward eligibility that is of the idea submitted. If the idea is eligible for the primary contact will assign the idea a number title if needed, enter into the IDX automated system where available to ensure the tracking idea number will consist in a 2-digit major command code, 2-digit installation code, and a 6-digit sequence code. Provided the suggester sign and date and acknowledgement of the receipt, determine the proper local official the local FP to find the idea should be sent to the for the evaluation. If the idea is ineligible, the primary contact will return the submission, the suggester expressing the Army appreciation, including will be in clear examination for the action taken. 4.9 Idea processing. Ideas adopted by the local intermediate level forward with the wider consideration. Ideas which require higher level approval will be sent to the next higher headquarters, accompanying recommendations, installation, intermediate commands, major commandment commanders and their designee, most endorsing the forwarding in any idea of those levels. Routine will be through direct DRR management channels using the IDX automated system while available. Installation of the primary contacts will send in tenant mission unique suggestions to the tenant organization on the post-evaluation. Tenant ideas as a point of contacts will keep the installation of the primary contact advised of the status of the proposal forward for the evaluation in the tenant channels. 4.10 Idea for other agencies. The Army staff of the Secretary, as appropriate, will review the ideas before they are forwarded to the Office of Secretary of Defense, the other services, and non-Department of Defense. The government agency's Installation Management Division is responsible for forwarding the chain of the command. All requests needed approval authority between headquarters and the Department of Army level. 4.11 Answering suggestion inquiries. Suggesters should first contact the primary contact. Will initially receive the idea submission and inquires about the proposal while it is being processed. Only if desired information not available or obtainable should suggesters contact the primary contact for the status request. The headquarters of the Department of the Army will provide the status report. All suggestions pending on the headquarters of the Department of the Army. Evaluation of this report, identifying the activity, reviewing the ideas, date, forward to the evaluator, expected completion date. Chapter 5 Evaluation Policy and Procedures.